So you guys had time to go get drinks?
Basically, do you know what it is? No. We were late. Sorry, there was traffic in Deptford because we actually left early.
Peace was late.
No, I wasn't late.
My area
she
was
booked the cab
clear.
for me, so how can I be late?
My area was... Yes, it can. Because my area was empty. Was there traffic? Let me not even say where I live.
I wasn't late. Deptford, there was traffic.
Oh, I was fine. No, but
sorry.
No, but
there was traffic
on.
in Deptford. Even you heard the woman say it. She was just like, "Oh, she wants to make a law or petition where during the weekends only taxis, Ubers, and public transport should be allowed. Everything else shouldn't be allowed because what is this? Why are people going on Sundays and stuff?
Cars shouldn't be allowed
on Sundays. That's what she said.
Is it a Sabbath or something?
That's what she said.
No, but it just doesn't make sense because where I live, there was no traffic.
Exactly. So when you cross that
you
traffic
was
light,
late. Because when I calculated it, wait, pause before we even get into this. Yeah, when I went on Google Maps. From Peace's house to my house, it said 17 minutes. So when I booked the cab from hers, she should have got to me by 20 past. She got to me at 36 or 40.
Yeah, but that wasn't my fault.
11. Yes.
Exactly. So it wasn't my fault. It was Deptford.
I booked it at what, 10
from
past?
New Cross.
Oh my
Basically
days.
From New Cross Gate to Deptford, there was traffic. And we don't know where the traffic came from.
So whose fault? No, but
it wasn't my fault.
Do you get it? So if
it's no one's fault.
Exactly. I'm not even blaming this guy. She's blaming me, but I'm
blaming you for where you live. Do you not get it?
And then, since we were late, I was thirsty, and the woman, she was just like, "Okay, we can stop at Co-op or something like that." And then,
in the car?
Yeah. So
she allowed it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
it was a woman driver?
Yeah.
She's so nice. She stopped.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we quickly ran, got the stuff.
I got you some sausage rolls.
I got you Red Bull.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, calm down.
But I got her Red Bull, her favourite drink. But I got her Red Bull, her favourite drink.
If Peace doesn't feel appreciated.
Peace got me Red Bull. And Peace, I really appreciate, but it's like, I'm scared. I'm actually scared, you don't understand.
Because she saw a TikTok that someone died from it.
Yeah, because they drank it someone died, but then someone else got a condition.
From
and
it?
it affects their lungs because they drank it so, but like, I feel like those people, they drank it
from time though.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, see, it's the food that counts. It's fine, don't worry, I'm joking.
No, honestly, I just needed to get that off my chest because Peace was the one that was late.
It wasn't my fault.
What? I'll blame traffic too.
It wasn't my fault.
It doesn't make sense, but if you're gonna argue with yourself.
Traffic on a Sunday as well.
That's what I'm saying. Let me sip my drink. Do you want some?
Nice. I don't like Oasis. Oh, no. I don't know why.
It's like it's basically like squash though, but a nicer version.
But I hate squash.
You don't drink.
That's probably why.
Maybe. No, but imagine like, because I was going through social media, and I saw one of like scenarios saying, like, who are you supposed to be like more loyal to? Would it be your mum, your wife, or your best friend? And it was just like,
why would you be your best friend?
Loyal
to
your mum, your wife, or your best friend.
Yeah.
Some people will.
Why wouldn't you be though? That's my question to you. Like, why wouldn't you be?
Oh no, you would be. Sorry, no, but it's like, why is your best friend exactly? Why is your best friend in that category?
So who would be the third option, or is it just between
the third option?
Husband,
is the
dad? I don't know, siblings. I don't know. Why is it your best friend?
That's actually true.
Because how you?
Okay, let's remove best friend and put siblings. That's a harder one.
Okay, I want the best friend.
So that's what's it called? Mother, husband. Okay, with us it's husband or sibling.
Who goes first?
Like, who would you be more loyal to?
Doesn't it depend on the scenario?
I think it depends. It has to depend on the
why?
Because you have different relationship with every single one of them.
Exactly.
You have a mum and daughter relationship. You have a husband and wife relationship, and you have a brother sister relationship, or sister relationship.
I think I will be loyal depending on who is in the right, in my opinion. Like, whoever I think is in the right, I will go with that person. If you're in the wrong, I'm not going to back you. I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
I won't back you if you're in the wrong. Or if you are, I will let you know. I will try and let you know why you're in the wrong. so you can see.
So what if it's a thing where where no one, like, everyone has like
Like
valid opinions?
Yeah, like they.
No, but I think
No one's basically
so
no one's in the wrong. Maybe everyone's in their wrong in their own way. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So they're equally wrong, equally right. So who are you more loyal to? So who, if they were all three standing there and they're arguing with each other, they're equally wrong, equally right. Who's the first person you're gonna be like, all right, cool, like don't chat to them like that? Because it's your mum, your husband, and your siblings.
Wait, what do you mean don't chat?
So, for example, they're all three of them are arguing with each other amongst themselves, but they're equally wrong and equally right. Who's the first person you will go up to and be like, okay, don't talk to my mum like that, or don't
My
talk
siblings.
to
I'll
So
go to my siblings first, and then when I've calmed them down or when I've put them straight, I'll go to my husband, and then
your mum last.
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I agree with Iman. I would go for my siblings first, then my husband, then my mum. But I think that's it just relates to like a tradition thing or culture thing where like you respect your elders or something.
But then that means you would go to your mum first.
No. You
Because
respect your elders.
if I'm calling, let's say like they're all arguing, and then I'm calling all of them out. The last person I'll call out is my mum, even my mum.
But going to them is not calling them out or like G-checking them. It's like defending them.
What?
You know when I said you're like the first person you'll go up to is like you're defending them. You're not G-checking them.
The first person you're defending.
Yeah.
Mum, husband,
Sibling.
Is it sibling last?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think it'll be mum, sibling, husband, but my husband should understand why. Like family always comes first, but I do understand we have our own family, but it's like that's
But then
my
that's what I said. It just
family.
depends, like
On the situation.
It depends on the situation and who. Okay, as much as you said that, okay, what if they might be equally wrong, equally right? I don't think you can be equally wrong or equally right in the situation. One has to, like, I feel like one person
more weight.
Exactly, will be more right than others. So whoever is right, I will back you first, and then try and make you understand. So whoever I'm backing up, I'll try and make you understand why my sibling, my husband saw things the way they saw it. If you get what I mean, so that you can be more like, okay, cool. But you will be right at the end of the day.
But I feel like because of how we are, how we've been brought up here, regardless of whether my mum is right or wrong, like there's no way, there's no winning. Do you get it? So it's like I'm just gonna leave it as that.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes I feel like in the like when we become parents, it'll be easier for our children to be like they'll be able to G-check us if we are wrong. Do you get it? But right now, the other generation, I
think there's a certain way you have to, because like for example in what's it called, in Grey's Anatomy, the way Meredith spoke to some people, I would never allow that, shouting at them, like, no, I will never allow. Like, I don't know if you get what I mean.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, but that's a workplace though. That's not their actual mother. Do you get it?
But they talk, they do that in certain movies and films and that. Like for example, in Suits, the way Mike spoke to Harvey sometimes. Why are you shouting? Like I feel like there would have to be a certain way.
Relate, so you need another picture.
But you know what I mean, like
No,
with
I don't.
Grey's Anatomy.
No,
like,
because with because that's the same thing that we've spoken about this before, but that's the same thing when I said, like at work, you know, when people love their work too much, but even though you're older than me, I'll have the basic respect because you're older than me, but regardless, I can still go out my way and cuss you out because you're not my mom. Do you get it? You never raised me.
So will you allow your kids to cuss you out to like, if when they're checking you, would you allow them to raise their voice at you?
Of course not. But it's
that's what I was going with it.
But then there's a way of do you think you can like correct your mum's bullshit? Like not bullshit, but like correct her when she's wrong, like
in a certain way.
In a sense, exactly.
How?
Like I'll be like, Mum, I will try and explain it, but if things get a bit heated, I will leave it.
You will leave
and
it.
Then I will leave it, then come back. Because obviously your feelings are not gonna go away within after a few hours. I'll come after a few hours, be like, okay, no, Mum, do you understand why I was a bit frustrated with you, blah blah blah. I'll try and explain it, and I'm just like, but Mum, like, if as a parent, I'm not trying to tell her how to be a parent.
Yeah.
But as a parent.
But then exactly that will start another argument.
No, it wouldn't. Because I would tell her as a parent, you would want to correct me if I'm doing something wrong. If I've seen that you've done something wrong,
allow me to demonstrate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then she will realize, okay, I was wrong, and she will actually apologize. Okay, I'm sorry for the way I reacted. You're right, and that's how we will try and communicate.
Because I don't even know, because I feel like G-checking, when I think of G-checking, I'm thinking of someone that's like,
do you get it? Like,
but you know you can G-check someone like on a humble tip, but on a slide.
When I hear it, that's the first thing that comes to my head.
Exactly.
So like,
it's been associated.
Or like calling someone, like that's the first thing that comes to my head. Yeah. On that note, do you think that then like women are just irrational in general, or do they use their logic?
What do you mean?
I feel like in general, like even like we don't want to touch on relationships, but like in like when it comes to even raising your kids, do you get it? So for example, even though all of us were
but in general, sorry, you said in general,
like relationships, even teaching,
or whether they're irrational or using the letter.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, when like mothers are like raising their kids, I don't know what. Okay, wait. I'm trying to say like when they're making decisions as a parent, they're still being irrational. They're not seeing the whole picture. I don't know how to explain it.
They're not being
reasonable. Open-minded.
They will see things from their point of view, basically in the box. They don't see it outside the box.
Exactly. But someone explained that point.
I don't know what to say to that.
So like what you're trying to say is that like women in a sense will see things from their own, obviously they will see things from their own point of view, but they won't see things outside the box in a way, like
they won't be open-minded
about things. How they see it is how it is, basically. It's their way or no way, like no other person's their way.
But then that's highway.
And that's how how other women will be like, my intuition, they'll use that as a reasoning. Like, I'm not saying that it's wrong, because most of the time they are right, but it's like, is that really a logical thing to use?
No, because okay, I don't know if it's a logical thing to use, but I think it's just mostly to do with your instincts. People will say go with your guts.
That's like going in an exam and be like, I'm going to use my intuition.
But like, I don't know how to explain it.
Please don't finish.
I would say no, because I'm trying to explain from I don't know if it's scientific, but from a scientific point of view, like you go with your gut, like you just go with what your senses are telling you to do, basically.
But then, okay, cool. Using the exam as a base, like a scenario.
No, but that's you being silly. Have you revised?
Exactly.
But you're being silly. Have you revised?
That's what I'm saying. When you're using your intuition, it's like there's some sort of knowledge because you've revised a little bit, so that's why it's a gut feeling.
Okay.
But if it's like a bland scenario, like you've never experienced it before, but you're saying you're using your intuition, where's that coming from? How can you use that as an intuition to be like make that a rational decision? Do you get what I mean?
But at the same time, I feel like, okay, yeah, but then, okay, to answer your question, I think it just depends on the scenario and situation you're in. Because obviously in some situations, you would have to go and get your knowledge from somewhere to like deal with certain situations. But in other situations, if, for example, back to the like your partner, for example, cheating on you, and you know that he has cheated on you, okay, not everyone's going to be like, go to their mom or their friends, I think my partner is cheating on me.
No, people do that.
I know, but I'm saying not everyone is going to do that. Some people will just have that feeling that, okay, yeah, you are cheating on me. And I don't want to say 99%, but most of the times, those women are correct. Like, I don't know how to explain you. It's not every situation you have to go and use your
gut or your intuition.
Yeah.
Wait,
no.
what?
Wow, I'm confused.
It's not in every situation you would have
to like gain knowledge to do certain things. Because
Yeah,
you
but
just
no,
go,
but do you know why I can argue against that? The reason being, you can say, "Oh, it's her gut feeling that he's defo cheating on me." I would say you're literally visually seeing your proof. Do you get what I mean? Like, for example, it could be change of attitude, change of this. You're noticing phones are turning around, blah blah blah. But you're gonna use all them signs, but still define it as gut feeling. But you can actually see the red flags in front of you. So it's not really I don't know if I believe in intuition at the same time, but I feel like there's other red flags that can basically back up your point of why you think he's cheating. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I'm not fully on the intuition type of thing.
Okay, that means you've logically. Okay, so you're saying that you've logically processed why your partner has cheated.
You don't use your.
You're not being irrational.
Gut.
Yeah.
Okay,
that makes sense.
I get what you're saying then, but then that's what I'm saying. Like with women, I don't think. Okay, so maybe some people can be a bit irrational about things. I can't lie. Some people can be irrational about things, but I think like the majority of times we do kind of use our logic to evaluate a situation. Because I don't know.
In what circumstance would a woman mostly be irrational then? When it's to do with her child, when it's to do with her work, when it's to do with whatever, like, I don't know.
No, but I wouldn't say work. But why would you act irrational at work? Like, give me an example of how you can act irrational.
Well, it depends what works. So, for example, Grey's Anatomy.
Oh my god.
No, I'm using that example. I'm using that example because we all know it. I can use so many more examples. So So, for example, in Grey's Anatomy, surgeons. Let's say there's two cardiac. Is that how you say it? Surgeons or two cardio surgeons, and someone has come in and like something is wrong with their heart. One surgeon will think of one way to do it, another surgeon will be like, no, it's too risky, but then it's like do you get what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Basically,
in that situation I don't think you can be irrational about something. You're just going like
based off of knowledge.
Yeah, you're going based off what you know, basically.
Yeah.
And obviously one will be in the wrong, the other one, like, not in the wrong, but obviously one will be more right than the other person.
Are you talking, like, use a better example, like, you know when my man went mad, but he was right about the girl being sex trafficked? DeLuca, yeah. And she was a victim of being sex trafficked.
Yeah.
So is that one of the an example of him being like using his gut feeling and being irrational at the situation?
But then everyone else around, based on the knowledge that they know in terms of when to
notice
someone, they didn't see the signs because it wasn't actually physically there.
But he wasn't being irrational. He wasn't being irrational. He was going by his gut feeling. He was also going. Yeah, and he was also going by the signs as well. He was, but they thought he was being irrational. He wasn't being irrational.
I think they thought he was being irrational because of his bipolar.
Exactly. No, because of his background with his dad's background. Right. His dad had bipolar, and they automatically, okay, maybe he has a what's it called? He's more vulnerable
genetic.
I don't know. He's more likely to be susceptible to that.
Yeah.
But he was using his logic, like he was being sensible about it. He was seeing the signs, what the girl was going through. He was seeing stuff like the woman was answering for her all the time. The woman said no, this, like literally the girl didn't speak once about how she felt, where the pain is, and blah blah blah. So he was using the signs that he saw to say, okay, she's doing what's it called, child trafficking, whatever it's called. But them, no, they were saying that, okay, he's going a bit crazy. He needs to be controlled. He needs help. Blah 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 blah.
That annoyed me because when Meredith would forget something, no one would bring up her mom. The only person who brought it up was Derek.
Yeah, yeah. But I think
like forget what.
When she would
little things,
like little things, when she would forget things.
Okay, I haven't watched everything, so with Derek. Sorry.
No, but yeah.
Derek, sorry.
When she would forget little things, no one would be like,
you have Alzheimer's.
Oh,
like your mum.
Yeah.
But I think maybe like an irrational situation would be, for example, like using again Grey's Anatomy. Sorry if we're using that as a reference, but be, for example, say if you know them times when there was a family member involved and they wanted to operate on their own family member.
Like Maggie.
Maggie, for example, she was
that was
very
irrational. That was irrational.
Very.
She was
Not.
as well. Oh my!
Literally.
And the fact that she flopped that surgery was funny as hell.
Did you get it?
She was cocky.
What about the one where she operated on Weber's niece in the other hospital?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking. That's the one I was thinking
That's
about.
the one I was thinking about.
I think
For
you're
example,
thinking about her
Oh,
mum.
mum. That's what I said. Like, mum. I was saying yes.
No, but
Mum
she
was
didn't
being
operate
irrational.
on her mum though.
No, but
She was given
her
procedures
tests
and clinical
yes.
trials and that.
Yeah.
No, that's the one I was thinking about. The niece.
The
Yeah.
niece,
That was
yeah.
so funny.
And the niece ended up dying. She was being very irrational there. Like,
Yeah.
you knew, like the fact that they are
She had-
family members.
Yeah.
Could kind of like initially
It can
like,
affect your decision.
exactly. It should
decision.
be like, okay, you're going to be on point, but you're still going to be emotional about it, and that can blur what your knowledge in a little bit.
So then, is it a thing where women are more irrational than men, or equally the same, or men are more irrational? I don't know.
I would kind of say, yeah, men are irrational, but at the same time not, because okay, in a sense where no, they're definitely they are.
I was going to say
irrational.
men
They are.
as well.
I don't
Huh?
think so.
I was going to say men are more
They're more irrational or
irrational.
really?
They're more
They're
rational or more
irrational.
irrational.
Irrational
I think they're not.
in just certain situations, like
Can you give an example? Because
them
honestly,
saying we're overthinking, we're not. In some situations we might, but
okay,
we're
cool,
not.
cool. I get you.
But you're making me sound irrational when you're the one.
or
feeling
like,
you're
why are you
irrational
acting crazy?
in my head?
Calm down.
Calm down.
Oh, like you're moving mad.
Not. I'm not hating you guys, but I just think like if you're actually deeper, like there will because like obviously things have changed now, but men are less likely to express their emotions and blah blah blah. So imagine everything they're building up inside. Obviously, sometimes that's gonna blur the way they process. Us females, we're very good at like expressing our emotions and talking about how we feel and stuff like that.
You know,
But men are.
you know when I was walking here. So at first I was on the bus and then I saw someone from the back and I thought it was someone that I knew. So I was looking, but then it was a different person. So like I think he saw me looking as well, but then like I just brushed it off, and then like I got off like 2 stops later, and I started walking up here, and then I see him, and then my heart started beating. So I'm walking like up the road, yeah, and then the guy, I can hear that I think he was on the phone. I was trying to not even look at him, not even give him like what the time of day, whatever, but then I can see him coming towards me, so I pause my music here, and then like, so he's talking, and then he asks me for my name, and I look at him, so I give him another name, and then it's as if he knew, yeah, that it was a fake name. He turns back around, he's walking, and then he looks back at me, he's like, alright, I'll see you around, yeah, and then he just walks off. But then it's like, you know, cause he knew that I gave him a fake name, that's why he didn't continue talking. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he knew, and like we both knew that the name that I was giving you was fake, but you know. So maybe like him, he went with his gut feeling like, oh yeah, this guy, she's giving me like a fake name.
No, but it could also be rational. Like you could have gave him the signs that maybe you stuttered, maybe you was just like, you gave him signs that you was definitely chatting shit.
I had a mask on.
No, but it's even hard. Like your energy could also pull off of you, like,
Because I would hesitate to before I give someone money.
Yeah, like just little things.
I didn't hesitate.
How do you know?
Because I know what my fake name is.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because you were so confident.
Oh, like, because I was
just like
true.
My name is.
But exactly, and to be fair, to be fair, he asked me where I lived, and he asked me where I was going, and I was hesitant with both questions. I was like, why? And then what he says, he asked me for my name, and then I'm so quick with it. That's maybe why.
Oh, so now you believe me? Now you agree with my point?
Yeah. You were going based off of energy. I was going based off of facts. Like, I don't know. I feel like women can be.
I was gonna take back what I said and be like, it just. I feel like we can be equally irrational. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like we can be, but then it's like. I don't know. But like going off of what you guys were saying in terms of like knowing if something is right or knowing if something is wrong, like where does faith come into it? Like, oh no, I have like I have faith that like well. This like or this can even go bad. Like I know it's gonna. I don't know, but
like believing.
Yeah,
basically
believing in something. Thinking. I don't know. I'm not making sense. But
no, you are making sense, but I don't know how to answer that because I've already gone with I don't believe in gut feeling, so that means I basically don't believe in like the other like spirit. Do you get it? Like I don't believe in other spiritual things, but I do. But I just don't believe the concept of gut feeling. Or
do you actually not?
No, like I just don't think
so
you're gonna sit here and be like, yeah, my intuition says he's lying.
I think you do.
You do. No. So if someone says, pick for example, I don't know if this. I think this is a rubbish example, but if someone put like two things in the hand and you're like, oh, you don't know which one to pick, and they say, oh, just go with your gut feeling. Wouldn't you go with your gut feeling? Because you like there are no facts, no signs, no nothing for you to go off of. But now
it's probability. That's probability going with 50-50 chance. Like regardless, it's like gambling. I might sound crazy, but you get what I'm saying.
The reason why I think you do you like believe in like gut feeling, yeah, is because like, well then again it depends on like the certain energy that someone brings to the room. But let's say for example, you know, there's a group like you're amongst like a group of people or a handful of people, whatever, and then like someone comes in and like you can feel in your gut that either something's not right with them, even if like they're acting normal, you can feel that something's not right with them, or you can feel like there's something there. You
know, okay, cool. I don't know if I can talk about the scenario that happened not too long ago, innit? But okay, I'm gonna be vague with it.
I don't know what scenario she's talking about.
Do you get it? So obviously you're saying like I can read. I'm gonna say like my friends can clock bad people before I do. I'm like oblivious to anything negative.
Yeah.
So even when like I'm going into rooms and people are coming and hugging me saying hi, this and that, and you don't like me, all of a sudden it's like I don't know, like I can't read that. Do you get it? So I don't know how to believe in intuition and gut feeling and being like reading someone. Do you get it? Because I'm thinking I've not done nothing bad to you, so it's like everything should be calm.
No,
everything
but there are
should
some
be black
certain
and white.
people you see. But I'm not saying that it's all the time. But there are some certain people you see and you know, like you just get a bad vibe off of them. Just literally just them being, you just get a bad aura from them. And bad energy.
And sometimes like obviously we can like argue and say, oh yeah, but if someone's like energy is different, then okay, cool, that makes sense. But sometimes the person might be how they normally are, but you just have it in your gut. I feel like you felt like that before.
You probably have the vibe, but you just, because you don't believe in it, you feel like you've never experienced it. But I feel like you have. There are certain situations I think you've been in, and you're just like, after a while, you're like, I guess
they know me more than I know myself.
Exactly. There's been times where we've been like, you know, we've been like, oh, but have you noticed this? Do you notice that? And you'll be like, I knew it. It was a gut feeling. No. I don't know.
Gut was saying it to you before it manifested.
I feel like, yeah, it's just one of the ones where like if you believe in something, then it's going to persevere. Like for example, karma. If you believe in karma, every time something bad happens to you, you're always going to think karma. But if you don't believe in karma, every time something bad happens to you, it's just you move on. Do you get it? So I feel like with you, like in terms of gut feeling, you not necessarily believing in like having a gut feeling. When like you do have a gut feeling, it's just like, okay, let's move on. But for us, because we believe in it, like for us, we see it as gut feeling. Do you get what I mean?
Okay, I get it, but it's like, okay, cool, I understand what you're saying.
Oh gosh.
Some people might believe in it from a spiritual point of view, like yeah, my spirit just told me that. But other people might call it a gut feeling.
Okay.
Do you get, like, I think it's what saying. I'm going off
what you said.
Yeah, it's probably different for different people.
But then I think women are also wired to be irrational because they're
emotional.
mothers.
No, please explain that point.
So
because you're a mother, because you're a mother, you should be more irrational.
No, not that it should be more irrational, but like it would
wouldn't you be more rational?
I know what she's saying. No, like you would do anything to protect. Like you have that protective instinct, like because you're built to be like you're more caring and nurturing. You're built to be more nurturing than a man. So you would do anything. For example, in the case of a mother, you would do anything to protect your child at any cost. So even if it's stealing something, for example, to feed your child, you still to feed your child.
Oh, okay.
If it's like you in the night running away from your husband to protect your children, you literally wake up in the night, pack, run away without thinking where you going, how you're getting there. That like you would just do it.
Like me for example, because obviously I started watching Criminal Minds a lot. Yeah, like you know, there's a lot of child abductions and child murderers and everything like that. But there was one that I watched recently, and basically this woman, her child, oh my days, her child had like,
I'm struggling to open this, sorry.
Her child had severe mental issues to the point where he like, no, not severe mental issues. He was severely psychotic to the point where he would kill people and he would take their stomach, their heart, their lungs, and like the voices in his... I
want to watch this show now.
No, you don't. And the voices in his head would tell him to that he needs to drink their blood, and that he was a cannibal basically. And the mum knew all about his like him being institutionalized and everything like that, yeah. But when she was talking to the detectives, she wouldn't bring none of that up. The way she was talking, you would think that this woman has done everything she can. And basically the guy, he was like 21 in it. He ended up killing someone, but then there was a witness there, a little boy. So he took the little boy, and I think the mom found out. The mom went to go hide the little boy. So when the detectives were going up to her saying, yeah, we're looking for that little boy, she was like, oh my gosh, those poor parents, da, da, da. But obviously the car
she was covering up for him.
Exactly. She was covering up for him because she's the one that actually went to go hide the child. And you know, but basically she was doing everything in her power to protect her child. Like, she must have asked the detective, oh, do you have children? Wouldn't you do everything in your power to? But in EastEnders, there was a whole like storyline with this like racist guy. He hated like everything but white, and he must have planted a bomb somewhere in
Town Square.
Huh?
The Town Square.
The square.
Oh
yeah, he planted a bomb somewhere, but then where he planted it, his sister was there, and his sister was going out with a Muslim boy, but the Muslim boy, he's white. So when he found out his sister was there, he did not like press the button to ignite the bomb, just because his sister was there. And like his dad knew about it, but his dad was so ashamed that he didn't say anything. And to the viewers, we thought, oh yeah, like the dad is never going to say anything. And then it was even the dad that ended up calling the police on his son. Do you get it? Yeah, and giving him the evidence. So it's like in those two cases, that's what I would say women are wired to be more irrational than men.
Because at the same time, because the dad's thinking, yeah, cool, I do love you, but you need to learn like this is not normal.
Exactly. Like, and then for the mum, it's like I will do, and if I have to kill someone, I will kill someone just to protect my child.
Yeah.
It's a sad
but
life.
You know, okay, the like situation, like the term irrational, like, do you think irrationality
it's subjective.
It's subjective. Like, so in your head, you think you're doing something like the right thing, you think you're doing like the rational thing, but to someone else, it's very irrational.
Do you know what video I watched? I watched a story time from Neek, innit? What's it called? So she did a story time how when she found out that her man cheated on her, she literally ran over his car, like, cause. But the thing is, yeah, cool. This might be irrelevant, but it's relevant in a certain way, yeah. Other girls will be thinking like, raw, like, are you not thinking about the car, like his insurance, this and that, like just thinking about all the financial part of like actually destroying a guy's car. But she's thinking, I can't hurt you, so I'm going to hurt everything you love. Do you get it? So it's like, it could be subjective. Like other women would support that because it's like, I don't want to physically actually hurt you or try to pull out a knife and like just even get to the point where I could actually potentially get arrested. So I'm just going to hit your car. But then other women will be like, nah, like now you've put him in a financial position, this and that. So it's just like, it's actually subjective to how crazy a woman can be.
So do you think like I don't know how to word this, but like in terms of like, I don't want to say creating laws and stuff like that, but like, do you think like you basically have the right to call someone irrational?
No, because we've all been irrational at some point in our life.
But then who is allowed to?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's
the middle ground? Like, what's the norms and of society of what defines rational and irrational?
There's none, because that's just how life is. There's none. It's like look at the government, for example. These people at Parliament or whatever, yeah, for them, they're thinking that all the legislations that they introduce and all the rules and all of that they introduce, it is rational, but some of the citizens in this country will think that it's irrational. Do you get what I mean? I feel like there's no common ground. That's just always how it is. There's no common ground.
So do you think that is crazy? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to make you guys go mad, but it's like, I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
It is honestly.
It's weird because what's like, what do you face off of, like?
Because I'm not gonna lie, like, if I'm killing to protect my child, I think that should be okay.